What's going on, everyone? It's time for another thriller film review. Today we're going to talk about Nerve. It was released July 27th, 2016, and it was directed by Ariel Schulman and Henry Joost, who also did the films Catfish, Paranormal Activity 3, and Paranormal Activity 4, Project Power, and Secret Headquarters. This had a budget of $19 million. Yeah, and it is a PG-13 movie, which I thought it was an R-rated movie when I watched it, but clearly is a PG-13 movie. Well, Nerve is a film about a new game from the dark web where people sign up and they have to do dares. You're either a watcher or a player. If you're a watcher, you kind of help encourage the dares and stuff. And if you're a player, you have to do it. You'll win cash, but then the dares get crazier and crazier. And yeah, so this one young girl starts doing it on a whim, and then ends up getting addicted to it and starts going on these crazier dares. And the watchers kind of encourage her to go with another elusive guy who's obscure but very courageous. And yeah, you learn more about him and the arch rival throughout the film, and then eventually they all get pitted against each other. Overall, this film was interestingly shot. It looks really good from a cinematography standpoint. Everything is very colorful, vibrant. The acting's really good. The humor is amusing enough. And overall, the film is okay. But the story was pretty bland for it. When it comes to like game type films and stuff like that, it's hit and miss. And this one's kind of rides the middle line. So, also, I went in thinking this was an R-rated movie, so I was expecting some really crazy dares and stuff, where most of it was very tame, and there's not no real deaths you really see in this film, and yeah, and overall, it kind of made it a little bit disappointing for me, but yeah, I enjoyed some of the more thrilling aspects of it and stuff where they start getting a little crazier. I kind of wish they'd put more into that though, instead of doing the like stupid like little shoplifting dares and stuff. And they focus quite a bit on that, but that's also to build character with the characters and build relationships in the story. But they kind of spent a lot of time on that, and where the ending seemed kind of more rushed and not as interesting as it should have been, and it kind of got predictable throughout. But overall, I thought it was a decent enough film. It's something you don't see much of right now, even though it's cool to mix it with this modern sort of concept, and which made it a little more interesting. Like I said, the acting was pretty good. James Franco stars in this, and same with Machine Gun Kelly, which he actually did a pretty decent job, and was a pretty good, tough alter guy. And once you realize how they coexist and stuff, it kind of makes it a little odd because for the climax, but you can kind of see that it's just shoehorned in there to make it a little more extra. But yeah. Also, it's one of those movies where you see like the text from the phone on the screen, and you see like the players as they're driving around the town and stuff. I kind of thought that was a little cheesy and not really, didn't really benefit to the film at all or anything. I know it's kind of shows you how big the gaming world is and stuff like that. And then the cops in this film are so stupid and stuff. Like anything like this, the government would be working hard to shut down. This one, they were just laid back and letting it happen and stuff, which is kind of unrealistic. And yeah, I would have had a little more thrilling elements if they encouraged that type of enforcement more. But overall, I thought Nerve was okay. It was better than I was expecting it to be, but it was just like a good little popcorn thriller flick. Played it safe a little too much, but overall, it's all right. I'm gonna give Nerve a 2.5 out of 5. It wasn't really for me, but overall, I still thought it was somewhat enjoyable. If you want to check it out, I'll link the trailer down below so you check that out. But also make sure you check out my Instagram. Let's link down below. It's where I always post clips of films and review of the future, all my stories, the film title, hashtag, the subgenre, film, and hashtags, or aware of it. Also, my Letterbox down below, Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films. And my Twitter's down below, reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in the loop with this channel. Like this video, share it some more people, wherever. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchises in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can and if I can find them. Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully, find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking it together. And don't forget to ring that bell because, well, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to review Vacation Friends 2 next, a comedy. So make sure you tune in for that. Watch out for all those crazy gamers out there risking their lives to do dares to impress people and impress chicks and look like complete idiots. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.